my gosh, guys, today I am beyond excited because you can already see what we are going to talk about today. And today we are talking about the newly released Mirror Me doll line from MGA. And you can already see I got Shai Meadows, and today I literally bought her today in store because I was like, first, before I buy any of them, I want to see how they look IRL. And all I can say is that I am in love. And they are so mesmerizing. Their faces. Okay, but before I jump ahead of myself, we start with the box design. And this box design is so gorgeous. And you can already see we have here a holographic written Mirror Me, and we have a big window, and we can see the accessories that Shai comes with. Also, we have her face in this corner right here, and the best thing is right up here it says watch on YouTube, watch us on YouTube, which to me means that we will get a hopefully animation or a series or a show or anything like that in with the characters, so that we can get to know the characters, even better. And I'm quite excited to show you all of her little details. And well, the box on this side has clear window, and on this side we also have a clear window, and in the background of Shai we can see that here is a little bubbly stuff, a little bit of bubbly stuff, a blue bubble, and the bubble is also holographic, which is very, very cool. And yeah, then we can see Shai in all of her glory. See, she's so cute. She is literally so cute. And if we now have a look at the back of the box, I have not seen the back of the box so far from anyone online, and this box art is so beautiful. I love this art style, and I'm definitely going to keep the entire back of the box because this is so cute. Also, we have a little picture of the other doll right here in their doll and art style mixed. The next doll I'm probably going to get is Blaze, but I love all of them, if I'm being honest. And yeah, I just love the new art style of these dolls, and I really hope we get more of those dolls, because after now the kind of death of Rainbow High, I'm gladly going to get a new doll line. That does not mean that I don't love my Rainbow Highs anymore. I actually have a Rainbow High right here so that we can a bit compare her size and the autonomy and stuff like that to a Rainbow High doll. But to start reading out what is written on the side, it says on top right here, it says Mirror Me, feelings change and auras shift, but with friendship that totally gets you, you can shine in every mood. And then it says the same thing in different languages, and then it says Shai Meadows, emotion sheepish, nickname Shai Shai, aura soft and sweet, likes vinyls and vanilla honey matcha. And on the very top, on the very bottom, it says fave lyric, I take my time, I know who I am when it feels right. And that's so cute. Her whole personality is so cute. And so fluffy. She looks so fluffy. And it's just that she's simply just a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. And before we get into all of the details while she's still in her box, I'm going to get her out of her box so that we can look at her in full detail. So give me a second, and while I'm back and unboxing the doll, it would be very cool if you consider subscribing, because I will definitely go over all of the new Mirror Me dolls in the future. And if you don't want to miss that, click the subscribe button. And if you're already down there, I would love it if you give me a like, because then I see that you want to see more of the dolls. But yeah, just let me get now to unboxing her, and I will see you in a second. Okay, holy shit. It took so long to get Shai out of her box. It's crazy, because it really, first of all, I didn't even know how to properly open the box. Like, there are plastic tabs around the see-through part, but you couldn't click them out like you can with the Monster High boxes. And so I basically just cut the outside off. Also, I did cut out the back side, and that was another whole story, because this back part was glued to the box itself. So they really made it difficult to get her out of the box. I don't look forward to unbox the others, because that was a lot, and it was like pretty much work out style to get her out of her box. But before we talk about Shai herself, we are going to talk about her accessories. And Shai does come with various accessories. The first accessory is a little, I think it's a bun, or I don't even know what it's called. I know it is something sweet. This is whipped cream, I think. And on top, on top we have a little bunny who is holding a little carrot, and more whipped cream. The entire pastry, I think. If you know the name of the pastry, please let me know in the comments, because I, for the love of God, don't know what it's called in English. The material is like a soft rubber, like it is bendable. And I mean, it is colored in, so we don't have any, we have not a blank piece of plastic, and also not a blank piece of hard plastic. The next thing is her purse, which is a little cheap and has an indent for her to for her to sit on her body. Also, it opens, but it also closes really shitty into the palm. I'm sorry. This is like the worst lighting ever. So you can clip it in here, but it holds like not at all, in my opinion. Like, it holds a bit, but not the best. See, it already got out here. But the details on this sheep are very cute. It's also made of this a bit more soft rubber, so it's not hard plastic. And it's so cute. They made the face look stitched, and we have a painted face, painted details. Obviously, it is one big thing and not openable. Whoops. But it is a cute little bag. I personally don't think I'm going to give her bag, because she's so puffy already anyways, and I really think that this makes the outfit unnecessarily wide, even though it looks cute. But I think, yeah, I don't give her bag. It's a cute bag, but I don't necessarily need it to be on her. And the third thing on her is this very interesting piece, which I already kind of broke. It is a record player with a record. And we have this see-through cover, which we can put in on here. We have little buttons. We have little stand knobs so that you can actually stand it upwards. And it already fell down. We have even more record player details on here, and this thing actually moves the needle. And also we have a little golden record that says shadow. No, not shadow. It says suddenly shy. That would be my best guess. What's written on here, suddenly shy. And it is also a golden and hard plastic. This is a hard plastic glitter golden record. And we can put it on here, obviously, and on the record player. It does make this noise, which means that we have at least something on here that makes that noise, so that it feels like it is really going over the ridges of the record. It is cute that we get a record player with her, so that's a very interesting detail and a really good doll prop in my opinion. And again, I apologize for the lighting issues, but I cannot change the lighting issues. That's all of her details. And next up, we are coming to the doll herself. And the Mirror Me dolls do not come with stands, which is fine. I just wish the... Come on. Do we want to stop or not? Well, we have to live with it now. Okay, we ignore the lighting issues for now, because I want to talk about this face. And as you can see, I think I maybe turn on... Oh my gosh, y'all got blended. I'm so sorry. I want to talk about her face, and with my camera flash on, we can see her details a ton more better, and also the lighting issues stopped mostly. And like, look at her face. First of all, the face shape is so cute. Her face is so tiny, and I actually brought a Rainbow High doll with me. She's laying off camera, so that we can start compare everything to everything. Why to Rainbow High? Because basically it feels like the Mirror Me dolls come right after the Rainbow High dolls, so I'm not comparing two different brands to each other. I mostly want to compare size and proportions. But before we do that, I'm going to talk about her face. And she's having very light, cute eyebrows right here over her eyes, obviously. She is having inset eyes. That means you have to be careful when you buy them and don't put them into direct sunlight. I know it's very tempting, but those eyes will fade like they did with the Rainbow High eyes, because they are inset and it's basically a sheet of paper in there that will fade. And we can see her makeup is a bit inspired from your typical Shadow High doll with black and white eyelashes, and she's having a very subtle yellow streak right here. She's having a very, very subtle yellow eye makeup, and she is having clouds in her eyes as flares, and I think that is so cute that she has like clouds as flares. And she has freckles, very, very tiny freckles, and a lot of them, but I think it looks really fine. Her lips are this very soft peach color, and they are in a gradient. I think that also looks super duper cute. Her hair is in two little buns, so I'm going to zoom out a bit, and the rest of her hair is open, and she has a very, very big mane, I would almost call it, in different yellow colored tones. It is nylon, that's a good thing, but MGA almost only uses nylon. So we have this white and a lighter yellow and a very blonde yellow, if you can see it right here. So we have definitely 3 different yellow tones. And yeah, on top we have the little buns, and she has bangs which are actually only little curls, but I think it frames her face really nicely. She is wearing this headband. The headband is also, again, this rubber, and I'm fine with it not being fabric because this way it will keep its shape and it looks actually very cute. The dolls have ear holes, so even though she doesn't come with earrings, you definitely could give her earrings if you wanted to. And if we go lower, you can see that she is wearing actually more than one piece, because she is wearing this top piece with little sheep wool attachment on her, what's it called again? The collar. And then we have this very soft yellowish fabric, and we have the sheepish fur on her cuffs again. We also can see a little golden detail because this is a top with 3 buttons, and yes, it is an extra piece for her to wear, because it closes in the back. And right here, as you can see, she is wearing a short jumpsuit. It is not a dress, because I was like looking at her and she's definitely wearing pants. Very short, cute, fluffy pants. And with the little straps that hold her up, we have little golden buckles, and on the buckles are little sheep ears. And in front we have a little sheep face, which is connected to the light blue straps. And then we have a few layers of lace, and underneath is the yellow pants. And on the very bottom we have yet another layer of this sheep wool style, and again, it is pants. Like, when I first saw her, I thought that it was a skirt, but it is pants. It's just not very obvious that they're pants. Also, I just wanted to say that I did not get her as PR because a friend of mine mentioned that in the US, Shai is not officially available on shelves yet. And I bought Shai in Smith Toys here in Germany because we already got them. We got almost all of them, except Suki is her name, I think. The white one with the golden details and the blue, who looks like the fine Chinese dishes. Yeah, so that is basically her upper outfit. And then if we go lower, first of all, we can see that she has white legs instead of it goes over into a very light skin tone, like as her head and her arms. But we also have this white, which I like very much. We have a new kind of double jointed knees, and also you could immediately see we have hip joints, which is also very great. And yeah, we have this new style of double, almost triple knee joint, and it is a very seamless joint if we compare it to Rainbow High. Give me a second. Okay, so here you can basically see the old Rainbow High. Well, it is also a double joint, but it does not go as far as the new ones. And also we have a kneecap, which makes the entire leg a little bit more jointed looking, while in comparison we have the very seamless newer knee joint. Also, the legs are a lot taller on the new dolls, and again, you can bend the knees very much far back, which you cannot do on the Rainbow High dolls. Also, I think I'm going to show you the head comparison, and as you can see, the head is a lot taller on the Rainbow High doll in comparison to the Mirror dolls. They are definitely a lot taller, a lot more round. I think I like the general head shape of the Mirror dolls a lot more. And if we are already starting to compare, before I start to compare it, finally, I'm going to show you the rest of her outfit, which is this, what's it called again? Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know right now the English name for those anymore. Maybe I remember later. But they go over her shoes, and on top we have a little pom-pom detail and a little lace detail with more sheepish wool fur. They go over her shoes, and her shoes are actually a very cute, they have a hoof detail, obviously, and we have a normal heel and a little white dot detail in comparison. And they go, I actually like it when the shoes are a lot more over this, because I don't know, the shoes look fine, but I just like it more when it looks like this. And if I start to compare stuff, I mostly want to compare the hands, because the hands look similar to the Rainbow Highs, but not entirely. The mold is more or less the same, but the hands are like huge in comparison to each other. But the general hand shape is there. It's just more defined, I would say, and again, a lot taller. Like, it is weird. The general length for the legs are taller. The legs are actually a lot taller when I keep them hip to hip. You can see the legs are actually a lot taller, but on the same size, the head is a lot smaller, while the Rainbow High in general looks more in proportion to itself, while they made the decision to make the head a lot more tiny than the legs. And also we have a wider range of shoulder joint right here, because we can actually put the arm very, very much up. And again, I just showed you, it is like straight down, and when I lift it straight up, we have a very straight angle. But on the Rainbow High doll, if I show you right here, it is also straight down, and this is all the way that I can put this doll up. It is not, I'm not able to put her arm any higher than this, and it is obviously a very big range of new movement that we have with the Mirror Me dolls, which is great for me because I just love posing my dolls most of the time. So having a new and wider range of posing possibilities, it's very good for me and my photos. Yeah, I'm still a bit sad that we didn't get any doll stands, because I'm pretty sure the Rainbow High doll stands won't be able to hold them in height or in waist measurements, because the waist of the Mirror Me dolls is a lot smaller than the waist of the Rainbow High dolls. And to show that, I'm going to put the or I at least try to put everything aside so that I can show you the waist of the doll. Like, this is the best shot that I can give you without tearing her whole outfit apart. This is basically her waist, which is around maybe this. This would be, whoops, my best guess for the width of it. And well, it is not the most accurate measurement, but I think you can see that it is pretty obvious that the waists are a lot thinner. Also, what I have seen is that the Mirror Me dolls have a lot more of an arched back than the Rainbow Highs have. The Rainbow Highs are pretty straight, and I personally like it more that the Rainbow Highs have a more straight back, because the very arched back always reminds me of the Rainbow High dolls, and the Rainbow High dolls already have this arched back. Also, no matter if you look at G1 or G3, they all have this super arched back. But in general, I like it that MGA tried a lot of new stuff with the Mirror Mi dolls. So yeah, basically, I'm very glad that I already got her, and I'm definitely going to get the others as well. I don't know how long it will take me, because right now you can only get them at Smith Toys and I think Müller, but only online. I got Shai in the Smith Toys in store, but for now they are not available on Amazon for whatever reason, because usually every doll line gets released to Amazon, but maybe Mirror Mi is just too new, and so that they don't get the release on Amazon yet. But I hope they will. But I mean, it's not a big problem. They cost 35 euros, which is basically the same price as a new G3 Monster High, which it feels like the standard price. And I think you get at least 2 parts of clothing with the Mirror Mi's, and it is separate parts, which we don't get with the new Rainbow Highs anymore. So I'm glad we get, again, better made fashions with different kinds of materials and real stitching and like embroidery. Like the face of the sheep is definitely embroidered on, I think. At least it looks like, and it feels like it is embroidered. So yeah, again, I just wanted to say that I did not get her as a PR package. I'm way too much of an unimportant Instagram and YouTube person as if I would ever get some PR. I bought her with my own money, and I can definitely tell you that if you want to buy her, I hope that I could give you a good insight of all of her details, of all of the range, and in comparison to the Rainbow High dolls, because I really couldn't decide who of them to get first. Again, this one is not available at the moment in Germany, but all the others are, and probably I'm going to get Blaze next, as soon as I have the money for her, obviously. But yeah, I think they are worth their money at the moment. I'm pretty sure they will drop in price sooner or later, but for now I think it takes at least a month, I would say, for them to drop in price. But yeah, I cannot stop moving her arms around. I'm so obsessed with those arms and this easy bending of the arms. It is so easy. I have not tried to remove the hands from the joint yet because I'm afraid of breaking stuff, because that happened twice now with Monster High doll, and I don't know how sturdy the parts are, so I'm not trying to remove the wrist joint for now. But at least we get wrist joints. I mean, we have the wrist, we have the elbow, we have the shoulder, we have the hip and the knee, and I think that's basically the same articulation as the old Rainbow High dolls before the reboot. So yeah, that was my very hopefully detailed insight of the new Mirror Mi dolls, and thank you for watching, and feel like subscribing if you want to, and give me a like, and see you next time. Bye!